I do a one-legged swing. It looks like a dog.
Okay, now we're sitting down. It's been a long time since we had a final Friday. The last one was in October. The next one will be in January. But I do have two Paul Harris presentations to do. So President Susan gave me permission to do these. And so the first one is our newest Paul Harris Fellow, Mr. Ray Knopf. Ray Knopf! Well, that $200 shirt.
It's a nice shirt.
I would thank her for that.
So Ray has done a great job. He's jumped in. He's our new auctioneer, and I really appreciate his outlook and his dedication to the Rotary Foundation.
Thank you.
And as you've heard me say many times, you could probably all repeat it with me, there's no reason to stop at just one. And many people have listened to that over the years. And the newest one, who is getting a really pretty picture with 3 blue stones, which means that she has completed her original Paul Harris plus 3 more. And that's our President Susan. I think, oh, it was. Way over the top. And I appreciate also Susan for talking about the Rotary Foundation from the front of the room. That's where it starts, with the leadership of the club. And thank you for your dedication and for your service. And I know pretty soon I'll get to give her another one.
Yes, I'm really
Good.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much, Terry.
There is, I can get some.
Where's my clicker?
You want another cup? No, my cup's over
Okay,
there.
there's something we have not been able to do in a while because we've been so busy on our agenda, and that is birthdays. So I've got a long list.
Holy crap.
And out of these, let's start with Susan Deal McCarthy. Tell us about your birthday.
I went to work.
Yay!
I spent the day with my closest friends. And we had cake and little gifts, and that was really wonderful. And then I went to a rehearsal. So it was a great day. Thank you.
All right, excellent.
Excuse me, a rehearsal for what and where are you going?
What's going on?
It's a mystery.
There is a trip. The choir that I sing with, the Ferndale Community Choir, is directed by my mother. And she started the choir 47 years ago. Just before November, we received a call from Distinguished Concerts International New York, who found our music on our website and invited us to sing with another 400 people at Carnegie Hall next November. So we're very excited about that. We're raising money for our trip, and right now we have about 50 committed singers and guests.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Very exciting.
Yes. Good question. Okay, Dustin, tell us how you started your day on your birthday.
Oh, it was Monday and I took the day off and just kind of hung out and
Hey,
relaxed.
what was the
Yeah.
first thing you did?
I went to a board meeting
There
actually.
you go.
That was it. That's exciting.
7 a.m. on your birthday.
7 a.m. Yeah, that's great. That was about it. So yeah, it was nice.
Good, all right. Let's see, Ed.
Yes.
You haven't quite had a birthday. Do you have any plans for it?
Haven't thought that far ahead.
Let's
So
see, today's the 16th. You haven't thought that. Terry, can you believe that?
I'm not
He
a
hasn't thought
birthday
that far
month
ahead.
person.
He's not a birth month person, but we can work on it. Yeah. Janice and I provide training free of charge.
Right. So no plans. I know that I've got a board meeting I'm going to go to that evening. Other than that, hopefully a quiet day.
Okay, all right, well, I'll get back to you then after your birthday. And so I'm gonna hold off on the rest unless,
I have one. Well, mine was on December 5th.
what?
Yep.
No, I'm sorry.
George
Steve's anniversary, you know.
Is that every year?
Starting on that date, I get to be 3 years older than my sister, but it only lasts for 5 days. So it was very important to me many years ago. Now I care less about being 3 years older than my sister. I just had a little adventure. My mom and I went to visit my aunt in Colorado to visit her and her husband, and while we were there, we got a bit of sad news that their brother, older brother, had passed from Lou Gehrig's disease, and it was kind of expected. You know, it's a horrible disease. It just really wastes you away, and it was a pretty hard fight, I think, for him. But we discovered that Friday that the funeral would be the following Saturday, and we were in Denver, and so we got on an airplane that afternoon and went to Mississippi where the funeral was. So I took my 70-plus-year-old mom and 70-plus-year-old aunt and her husband across the country very quickly on an airplane so that we could make it to the funeral. But it was really sweet and really wonderful to be able to be there. And then the next day was my birthday, and we had an extra day in Mississippi. And so we were in Jackson, and we did an hour side trip over to Vicksburg, which is one of the battlefields of the Civil War. And there's a 16-mile drive that you can drive through the park, which is pretty fascinating, how close they were. And it was a couple-month-long stalemate, and they were literally like 30, 40, 50 feet apart at times in terms of where they were, where each side was encamped. But then the other cool thing is my mom's great-great-grandfather fought in that battle as part of the 37th Regiment from Illinois, and we were able to find his name on the Illinois marker, which was really cool to be able to say, wow, my ancestor was actually here fighting on the Illinois side. So
Yeah, at least you wear blue, right?
wear blue. Yes, he was a Yankee. My uncle was a Southerner, but my ancestor was a Yankee. So yeah. So
Deb?
See,
Don't tell me you had a birthday. What day was yours?
December 6th. Yes.
I think I had a gap in there.
10 days, ending today, I was 3 years older than my sister. High five! Because I got to spend it with my parents who were out visiting from Colorado. It's been a really long time since I've had my birthday with my parents.
So Colorado connection. Yay. Freezers.
Any December 7th? Before I draw this part to a song? Okay, good. Dick, would you lead us in the song?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. All right, let's see how I've done on the anniversaries. I have 3. Okay, so far so good. Dick,
Yeah, I'm gonna get down.
happy anniversary.
Shelley and I celebrated our 21st anniversary on the 2nd. We were downstairs at Brucey's, and we thought, you know, there was Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus showed up on the plaza, so we figured, oh, well, everybody's out there, there's food out there, we'll go down to Brucey's, and nobody will be there because we didn't make reservations. I didn't make reservations. But we got down there, we had about an hour wait, but it was worth it. It was a great dinner, and we had a great time. It was kind of sobering, so maybe that's the wrong word, but to think that someone who was conceived around that time may have been next to us at the bar when we were waiting, so. We didn't ask, we didn't check IDs. So we had a good time.
All right, great, thank you. And Craig and Janice, do you have anything yet to report, or is it too soon?
Craig looks at Janice.
You got 2 days.
Yeah, we just got back from a trip back east. We
Stand up,
had a great
Ed.
time. And we went to New England again, and we had a really good time. We were
Do you
there
have
for 2
relatives
weeks.
in New England, or you just like it in New England?
We just like it in New England.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but our son Mike lives in Albany, New York again. So we went to see him at the end of the trip for 3 days. Had a nice visit with
We
him.
got out just in time, because yesterday the high was 12 and the low was -1.
Oh.
50-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a little teeny bit of snow while we were there, and it was nice. Anyway, we had a really good time with that. But for our anniversary, we'll probably go out for dinner. Because
Make a
if I don't have to
reservation.
come, make a reservation. Yeah, make a reservation. Don't do like that. And it's going to be our 45th.
Okay, and yeah, that's anniversaries. They're a little shorter this time of year, I guess. So next up, Robert.
Oh, we're at that time.
Yeah, well, that's time. We're gonna end up early today.
So, I need someone, Craig's been 45 years on this, coming up.
Full disclosure, I do have tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Howard's gonna read the number then.
There's the second.
Last 3 digits.
694.
694.
One is by one.
By
one.
694. Who's the winner?
No winner?
694?
I got 693, so we're about to have me.
Come on. Okay, 694 going once.
Right after me.
3 times. Okay. Read the next one. Somebody got it.
720.
720.
Okay.
Yeah, we have someone.
Yes.
Give you plans for your birthday.
All right.
$5.
So much.
Maybe next time.
Okay, Howard, you come up with another number yet? Craig's looking for his.
695.
694.
Okay, Judy gets to pick.
Judy wins! Yay!
Judy winner, come on.
Oh, wait, let's
All right,
show you
Judy.
start.
Happy Christmas to Judy.
All right.
$5.
Thank
You
you
win
so
$5.
much. All right.
All right, we're good, Ralph?
We're good.
Okay, so since we have a few minutes, I want to bring up a controversial subject for you to all think about. All right. This is kind of the way I operate, right, Emmanuel?
Yeah. I thought we were supposed to circulate his name before he got there.
So, what we have found is that the rates for breakfast, have increased over the years, and that we worked really hard with the chef this year to make sure that those meals were consistent and good quality. And I wanted to know if you're satisfied with the meals at this point. So would we say mostly satisfied with the way the meals have been? Okay. So that is great, and I appreciate their willingness to do that. The cost for the breakfasts is $15 per person. And what we're paying is $12 per person. And so Rotary, all the money that is in our club is making up that difference. And so I'm wondering, we were talking about this at the board meeting, and really is the purpose of Rotary to kind of fund our breakfasts? I don't think so. But at the same time, we don't just want to raise the rates to 15 and discourage people from coming to the meetings. So that's our quandary. So I'd love to have just a little conversation around that. The board talked about it, and we thought, well, let's bring it up to the members and see what we all say.
The extra couple bucks would be coming from the club side, so it's on our dues. I mean, our dues is what
It
it's
is
paying
in our
for.
dues,
So
okay.
it's just a matter of how you allocate. You can charge more for breakfast, or you can say the dues subsidized.
Okay, so the dues is subsidized.
Yeah, it's right now.
That's the way we're doing it,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's not fundraised funds.
No.
No, it's not.